this is what I'm going to say about Luka. Great players often see their deficiencies in the biggest moments. You can talk about Bron losing to Dallas and realizing, or was it Dallas? Yes. Even San Antonio, he struggled to shoot the ball and they were forcing him. And Bron went into the lab and kept working and kept getting better and better and better and better. And then all of a sudden, he's a great player with no deficiency. Luka has things as great as he is. And sometimes, even with great players, you ask for more of them. There's not a person on the planet that watches Luka's greatness and doesn't think he's one of the best players in the world, top 5 player in the world, MVP candidate. But how many people that watch the game of basketball see that Luka can give more?
Yeah.
How many people see that Luka can give more? And if we say he can give more, that is not.
Can he though?
Hell yeah!
Oh my God!
Hell yeah! More effort.
I know he can, but can he?
His attentiveness on defense, Bron isn't the best on defense, but his head is on a swivel. He's like, hey, go here, do this, go here, do this. Like Luka goes, Jaylen Brown cut behind him. He dunked it before he turned his head. And you're like, you're guarding the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Like at some point, you got to just say anybody else but this guy. Like the attentiveness is not there for me. It doesn't mean as much. He's like, oh, I can get it back. Oh, I can get it back. That is what makes me upset. You can't get it back. You're down 6. You make a layup. Wonderful. Everyone cheers. Now you're down. You're still down. Get a stop. Get a stop.
Great players. You're not comparing Luka to Jayson Tatum. You're not comparing Luka to Jaylen Brown. You're not. You're comparing Luka to other greats that put up the numbers at the age and that have the resume that he does. That is who Luka is getting compared to. So Luka gets compared to Oscar Robertson's, Kobe Bryant's, LeBron James. That's the class that he's in. And so when you look at those players, you're like, okay, what's the gap between Luka and Jokic? I would say pretty big.
Ooh, that's a crazy take, but okay.
That is a crazy take.
Is no. The gap is because I think defensively you don't get to target Jokic. You might want to put him in pick and rolls. You might want to do this, but we've seen the nearest defenders. We've seen this. You can't attack him enough to beat them. Now their team lost.
I will say and Jokic's defense grew dramatically from the championship year to this year. Yeah. I will say that.
He's in crazy shape.
But even before that, Allie, though, even before the championship year, that was all a culmination, I think, of his 2 MVP years, getting his guys healthy. My point is this. You don't ever look at Luke, or you don't ever look at Jokic, even with his limited, whatever you want to say he's limited because he's gifted in so many areas. You never look at Jokic and say, oh, he's the reason why they lost. He's getting cooked on the offensive glass, or they're killing him in pick and roll. You never look at Jokic that way. Luka still has more room to grow, as most 25, 26-year-olds do. But to ignore that room to grow and just say we're happy with the 30, 10, and 9, I think that would be doing him a disservice, the Mavs a disservice, and really the community of the basketball world a disservice to say that Luka can't give more. Maybe he's banged up, maybe he can't, but that man can give more than what he has. And maybe this is just a part of the learning experience for him. So I'm not going to murder him on it, but he's compared to greats. He's not compared to other all-stars.